The case of the caretaker's cat. Edward Garvin, the old caretaker of the late Peter Laxter's mansion, came to Perry Mason with an unusual complaint. Someone was trying to get rid of his cat, Clinker. Laxter, the wealthy owner of the house, had recently died in a fire, and now the new heirs were pushing Garvin out and refusing to let him keep the cat. Garvin was convinced something was wrong. Perry Mason found this odd. If Laxter had truly disliked Clinker, as the heirs claimed, why had the cat always stayed by his side? Was there something more behind this? Peter Laxter had died in a fire, but the death had been ruled accidental. His grandson, Sam Laxter, and his associates Frank and Robert were set to inherit his wealth. Mason, intrigued, began investigating. He learned that before the fire, Laxter's room had been locked from the inside. How did the fire start if no one could enter? However, Garvin insisted that a will existed in which Peter Laxter had left him something. The problem: the will was missing. Clinker the cat became the key to the case. Mason discovered that the cat had been inside the house during the fire, but had not suffered from smoke inhalation. This meant that there had been a way for air to circulate, possibly through a secret exit. Perry Mason, along with his assistant Della Street and Detective Paul Drake, investigated deeper. They found evidence that Laxter had been murdered before the fire started. The fire had been staged to cover up the crime. As Perry Mason investigates, he discovers that the caretaker's cat held a secret. It had a habit of scratching at a hidden compartment in the library. When Mason checks, he finds shocking evidence: the burned remains of the missing will. Someone had tried to destroy it deliberately. Before Mason can act, Terrell is found murdered. Peter Laxter's new will, which favored Sam, was mysteriously lost in the fire. As a result, the old will, benefiting other heirs, remained valid. Someone had tried to destroy it deliberately. Before Mason can act, Terrell is found murdered. Mason now knows the case involves not just fraud, but murder. Through clever legal maneuvering and a dramatic courtroom showdown, Mason exposes the truth. Sam Laxter, afraid of losing his inheritance, had killed both Peter Laxter and Terrell. With the evidence exposed, Sam is arrested. Justice is served, and as for Terrell's cat, Mason makes sure it finds a safe, loving home. A small but meaningful victory in a case filled with deception and greed.
Please subscribe.